Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by the Obviously Lee Authentic channel. My name's Leah, that's spelled L-E-A and not L-E-A-H. And we're going to be talking about growing up hip hop. So this was supposed to be out yesterday, but I went to the zoo with some of my friends and we had like a really good time, but it was hotter than Satan's asshole outside, y'all. Like, when I tell you it was too hot to be walking around the zoo, and me and my friends specifically went early. Like, we went around, I think our tickets were for like 11 or 11:30 because we knew it was gonna get hot. But by the time it hit 2 o'clock, when we were like finishing up walking around the whole entire zoo, baby. And then your girl right here was like, I texted my sister and I was like, you think I should wear a wig? And my sister said, are you dumb? Are you dumb? I said, and I'm so glad this was out, because even with my natural hair out, y'all, it was hot as heck. It was just hot. And I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. And like, we went early in the morning. We ended up doing stuff around the area where the zoo was located. I didn't get back home until like 5, almost 6 o'clock. Like, I think it was like 5:30, 5:45. And when I tell you, your girl took a shower and went, look, I ate me like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I went to Leah lay down. Leah laid all the way down. So I just finished watching the episode. I really didn't take notes. So this thing might be all disjointed and like discombobulated. And if I miss things, you know how like the old people say, charge it to my head and not my heart. But let's get into this, y'all. So it opens up with Easy. And I'm looking down because I took screenshots to help me kind of refresh my memory as I'm talking about it. So it opens up with Easy, a little Easy or Eric. So Eric, JoJo, Savannah, Cree, and Stevie J. And, they're talking about the showcase because that's this season's, like, big end of the year thing. And so Eric wants to get the Brad, Pep, and Uncle Luke to be, like, the judges. And Stevie J is telling Cree, like, oh, you should get your dad, which is Uncle Luke, to be a part of it. Now, this is my thing with Cree. I'm getting tired of Cree always telling everybody she got daddy issues and there's a rift in her relationship with her dad, because she simply could have been like, I'll try, but I can't. Her response should have been like, you know what? I'll try to see if I can get him, but I'm not making any guarantees. That's all she had to say. But the fact that she was like, we're not at a good place. I'm like, girl, stop telling people that. We get it. You and your daddy do not, like, y'all don't mix right now. But I was just like, stop telling people. Side note, she looked really pretty in her confessional this time. She has like this red outfit, got the jewelry through her boobies. Between her boobies look good. The wig is sitting right. I'm like, where was all of this? Because them other two confessionals are horrid. But she looks beautiful here. So I need her to keep this going. So then we see Twist and Brianna meet up. And basically Twist is worried about Brianna because Boogie off camera came to him and was like, I think Brianna's drinking too much. I think there's something going on. And I'm like, okay, I think it was right for Twist to like be like, yo, let me go sit down with Brianna and see what's up. So they're talking. Brianna lets us know she has a new incense business called House of Black. I actually like the packaging and it looks good. Like, and I might get me some because I do like incense, make your house smell good. And she was basically saying that, she not feeling Boogie right now. I think the issue I have with Brianna and this whole Boogie situation is we don't know if Brianna's an alcoholic or not. And the reason why I say that is because, yes, in the confessional, she is drinking, so that is on her own choice. But we all know that they will film like weeks at a time, like months and months and months, and then condense all of that into like one episode. They'll probably put 1 month in one episode. So that could be like every time Brianna and them kick it, they was at a restaurant and she ordered a drink. But that doesn't mean like when they're not filming, she's not at home like just chilling and she might drink. My thing is like, I know they're trying to push this whole like she's a drunk narrative. But the thing is like, production and everybody else can't act like we don't know that y'all be pushing the cast to drink. We know that for Real Housewives, everywhere they go, they get free liquor. We know at Love and Hip Hop, everywhere they go, every event has alcohol. And same with this. Like, same with Growing Up Hip Hop. All the people here are of age now. I think nobody is younger than 21 because I think Sam and Egypt are the youngest and they're 22. So it's not like nobody else can drink. Like, everybody is of age. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know. She now, like I said, her confessionals are her. Like, if she's bringing liquor to her confessionals, then that's on Brianna. But if they're just hanging out and kicking it at the restaurant, I don't think it's that bad for her to, like, bring a drink. My issue, I would say, is, like, you know, it does make her look like she might be a drunk when they're going to restaurants that don't really serve alcohol and she pulling out Grey Goose bottles, like the traveler size, and putting it in her drink. So, and she's doing it on camera and she knows the cameras are around. So I'm just kind of like, that's on her. But I also think the issue that Brianna has with Boogie is the fact that, like, she doesn't think Boogie is her real friend. I think she, after seeing Sam and Egypt trash her at the nail salon and Boogie didn't say anything like, hey, y'all, chill out, that's my friend. I think that really rubbed her the wrong way and she now views him as, like, the op. So she don't want to have nothing to do with him. So I think that is the only reason why she doesn't like him pressing the issue about her drinking. Also, in her sit down with Twitch, she was saying how, like, all her friends that she hangs out with, like, 24/7 have not said anything. And I think she would agree with them more because it doesn't seem like outside of filming, her and Boogie are as close as they used to be. So, then we see Egypt and Pep. There we go to Vegas. I guess they were driving in the area and they see a bridal store. They stop at the bridal store. And, you know, Egypt tries on the dress. The first dress I didn't really like on her. The second dress I thought looked really nice. I don't know. This scene, I'm just not feeling the spicy peppers as Little Twist has called them. It's because I think they're full of it. I really think they're full of BS. Because it's like, how do I say this? Here's my thing. I understand their disdain or their grievances with TT. When I didn't have a channel or when I was just watching this series, like regular, because like I do now, regular people, I did think TT was doing a bit much, but I always thought like her place of trying to dig into Sam's past was coming from a genuine place of like, I'm concerned about this person and I also think you can do better. Like if we all being real and realistic, Sam is 22 with I think they said 2 or 3 kids. That's a lot for someone to take on and being a stepmom at 22. I remember graduating from high school and I think like 5 or 6 people I knew in high school got married at 18. We are now in 2021 and like none of them are married except one. So that's out of 5 relationships that happen. One of them are like one relationship is still going. The other 4, they got a divorce after maybe 1 or 2 years. And that's because when you're that young, you shouldn't be getting married. You are still like a kid. You're young. Well, not a kid. You're a young adult and you should be experiencing what life has to give you. I normally think people should get married in their 30s because your 20s is where you're like still growing. Like I'm in my 20s and I am not ready to marry nobody. It'd be nice to have, you know, a boo, you know, a little something on the side, but I'm not ready to be locked down with anyone. So it's just, I don't know. And then, like I said, I understand Egypt's grievances with TT because TT to me was doing a bit much. But like I said, I felt like it was coming from a genuine place. Where it comes with Egypt and Pep, it seems malicious. It doesn't seem like they really care. They just want to get back at her because, like Egypt said, she felt like she was belittled and embarrassed by the things that TT did. So it's like, now I'm trying to get back at you. But I also think but Egypt still wants a relationship with TT, but she's trying to have this persona of like she's this big and bad girl, and her mom and her significant other are still like egging it on, like, yeah, be that way, and she's just doing it. And that just shows that she's still a kid because if she was an adult, she wouldn't allow them to pump her head the way they do. Because you can't tell me, although we never see Pep go, like, you know, say stuff about TT really like it, like Pep does it indirectly. I know when I'm carrying cameras about, they trashing her, and I know Sam is sitting there smiling, looking like the Cheshire Cat when they talk Cash Money ish about her. So then, they're talking about they don't know if they want to have the wedding in Jamaica. No one cares. Like I keep telling y'all don't own the country of Jamaica. You are getting married in a destination spot that everybody goes to. Everybody gets married in either Jamaica, the Bahamas, I don't know what they call them, where it's like St. Lucia, like those islands. Everyone gets married there. So you trying to act like she stole your idea is dumb to me when everybody gets married there. You just sound stupid. So, and then we see like they give us a flashback photo of Treach and Pep getting married. A 80s and a 90s hot mess, because this man got on a beeper where I was like, you couldn't take your beeper off to like take your wedding photos with the red bandana around his wrist. I said, you just got to be a thug all the way through. You couldn't leave the red bandana at home for the white wedding. So then we have this scene where we have Eric, JoJo, and Sam. And so they're meeting up. And this is what I have an issue with Sam. Sam walk in there like he the big ish, like he the big dog, with a cup, with a drink in his hand, thinking he hot ish. And it's like, sit down somewhere, little boy. Sit down somewhere, little boy. And this is my other thing. He not making that much money on OnlyFans, y'all, because they show a flashback scene of him and Pep, and like they're at like, I look like a jewelry place. This boy got a new phone, like I got a new phone. It looked like it's the iPhone 12 or maybe the 11, and it has like a big crack in the middle of it. And I'm like, you said you're making 350, I think I said 3,500. I said 300. I was about to say 350,000, $3,500 a month on OnlyFans. I know you pay insurance. Why not just get your phone fixed? It always annoys me when people have phones, whether it be an Apple phone, like an iPhone, a Google, a cell phone of anything, even if it's a flip phone. I don't get why you walking around with a cracked screen when, if you did the right thing when you purchased it, I know you have insurance. Take your phone and get a new screen. Just get a new screen. It's not that difficult. And my thing with iPhones is you definitely want to get a new screen because the screen is glass. So I'm always thinking people going to slash their fingers open while they texting. But like he said he going to go, he said he going to go meet up with JoJo and Eric. Pep is a dummy to me, y'all. She really is. She really is. Because I'm so glad she not one of my faves. Well, I only have a few faves. But like, for the people who felt like she was their fave, I feel bad for them, because she just makes herself look stupid at her big age. Because you have this little boy walking around who's like 22, 23, who thinks he's like the conduit between the industry and you. When you've been in the game for so long, your ex-husband has been in the game for so long, and like, he over here talking about, like, we on this level. I can go talk to Pep because, me and her on this level. Who are you? Who are you to think you be pulling weight like that? And I can't fault him that much, because that means Pep and Egypt make him feel like that. And I'm like, your family is whack. Your family is wild, because ain't nobody rolling up into my family thinking they run-ish when you ain't even been a part of this family for that long, bro. So he sits down with Eric and JoJo. Eric had me tickled the whole entire like this little scene, because Eric's faces every time Sam said something was like, it went between like, is he serious, or like, oh, this nigga crazy, because he is. So, JoJo is still upset about the situation about him being on live, saying F JoJo and all that stuff. JoJo's like, bro, you have my phone number. Why didn't you just call me? And was like, and we could have hashed this out. So Sam, thinking he like hot-ish, is like, he doesn't really even say sorry. But I think JoJo was just like, we not going to get nowhere. So it's whatever. Because he was like, with his glass in his hand, he's like, I'm sorry that I was on my live and I mention your name, I'd have punched him in his Adam's apple. Just clack, clack, just right there, and just have him choking, because he crazy. And then the confessionals made him look even crazier. And it's like, are you trying to be crazy? Or are you putting on? This is when I was like, oh, you a little off, bro. Because he was like, he was like, Egypt is me, and I am Egypt. Where she goes, I go. The only issue I see here is you don't want two people blowing up your stage. I was like, this nigga crazy. He crazy. He is crazy. Cause I'm like, who do you think you are where you just be like, I can't. I don't want to be with nobody. No, if any man ever was like, I am Leah and Leah is me, I'd have been like, you are crazy. Block me, cause I'm gonna block you. That sounds like some codependency, toxic-ish, to be sitting here talking about like, I am you and you are me. And that's that stupid stuff that when you in your early 20s where you think it's deep and it's like, oh my God, he's so deep. No, he's psycho and he crazy and he wants to control you. That's what he telling you. He letting you know that he's psychotic. He letting you know that, girl, off rip. And I was just like, I wish I was one of the producers in the confession, like asking him questions in the confessional, because I'd have been like, do you really want to say that? You really want to say that? And then he was looking crazy in his confessionals. Like, for him to be 22, he looked a hard 22. In his confessionals, he looked like he almost 30. He looked harsh. It looks harsh. It don't look cute. It really don't. It really don't. But they seemed to get to somewhere. And then when he ended it, he was like, you guys are the future of hip hop. And I'm going to be the soon-to-be future of hip-hop. When Eric put his head down like this and giggled, I said, y'all, he crazy. Something ain't right about this boy. Like my poppy always said, he a few fries short of a Happy Meal. Because he a little off, y'all. So then it ends with Brianna and Boogie having their meeting, and it didn't go well. I think Brianna was disrespectful for drinking in front of him. If he's already told you, I'm not comfortable with you drinking in front of me, respect him enough to not do that. But like I said, I just think she don't feel like Boogie is genuine with her. So anytime he tries to voice his concern, it's an annoyance with her. She even said, you irritate my soul. So I just feel like she just feels Boogie is just giving fake love and she don't want no parts of it. She get him escorted out by security and he said he done with the friendship and is dead. Excuse me, y'all. I don't think Brianna cared. Like I said, she been overused since last season when she saw you not stand up for her. So, yeah. But yeah, y'all, that is it. That is all. Drop down in the comments below. Let me know how y'all feel about this episode. And yeah. Remember to be bravely authentic. And I'm out, y'all. Deuces.